Hi, my name's Calvin Woolert. I'm one of the general managers with Solution Dynamics. I'm going to introduce you to our tactical workflow and framework. It's a basic three-step business model which starts with the preliminary assessment, where we do our scoping and planning, moves on to the detailed development phase, where we turn those preliminarily identified opportunities into investment grade with firm costs and firm savings. And then finally we implement the projects, followed by post-project measurement and verification to document savings achieved. We developed this approach early on in our business and have been using it for nearly 9 years now for several reasons. Number one, it's flexible. We don't hold our customers hostage. They can exit at any time. It's a risk-free approach. In other words, we're on the hook for providing value to our clients. And finally, it allows them to control their costs in a staged manner. All of our costs can be rolled forward and fully funded by the opportunities themselves. So now let me show you how this works. What you see in front of you is our complete workflow that we follow when we execute a project development agreement. So the first thing we need to do is listen and understand to what our clients' needs are and learn a little bit about their facilities, things like number of sites, which sites, square footage, energy consumption, utility consumption, what rates they're paying, and most importantly, what's their economic criteria for success. From there, once we know that, we're able to put together our preliminary audit pricing so that we can give the customer what this is what it's going to take for us to do the next step. Once we've got that, we're able to assemble our project development agreement and deliver that to the customer. Once the project development agreement is executed, we're off and running and the real work begins. We start by conducting preliminary audits where we go to the sites, look for opportunities, and put those into a preliminary audit report. If we are unable to identify opportunities that will meet or exceed your economic criteria, you're not going to owe us for that. That's one of the components of the deal. Once we compile all those opportunities into a preliminary audit report, we'll schedule a meeting with you, and that can be face-to-face or on the phone, and then we'll review all those opportunities in detail. The deliverable for that phase of the work is a preliminary assessment report, of which you're seeing a sample, and you can get a copy of this if you request it. But what it consists of is an executive summary. You have a summary table which details the economics of each individual opportunity, lays out cost savings, detailed development costs, rebates, simple paybacks, etc., carbon savings. We also provide an energy end-use analysis which shows where the energy is going in your facility, talk about the individual measures in more detail below, and then finally wrap up with the next steps required to move forward in the process and turn these into investment grade. After the presentation and submittal of the report, you now have a decision to make. You can choose to go forward and move into the detailed development phase, or not. If you don't move forward, then we simply ask to be compensated for our preliminary assessment fees if we were able to successfully identify valid opportunities for you. Hopefully you'll move forward and we'll do the detailed engineering development. So you would simply issue us a notice to proceed with that detailed development, and then we would start the process of doing the detailed monitoring simulations, moving into turning those projects into investment grade. Similar to the preliminary audit report, the results of the detailed development will be the submittal of a detailed development report, which will go through all the work that was done, the measurements that were taken, the results of the costing efforts, and present that all to you in an investment grade analysis report, which includes price guarantee options, savings guarantee options, next steps. It details out schematics of how the system is going to be modified, what equipment we're going to use, contractors, things of that nature, so you have a very comprehensive view of each individual project and a fully developed opportunity. One last thing before leaving the detailed development phase of the work. Again, we have a section where if we are unable to meet your investment criteria, somehow we missed an assumption, then you won't owe us for that portion of the work. Finally, we get to the last stage, which is implementation. You can choose to implement on your own, in which case we would simply need to be paid for the work that we've done, or you can use us to implement the project for you, and our costs will be rolled forward and paid for out of the implementation costs. So the final benefit of using Solution Dynamics is that we provide a measurement and verification report that documents savings achieved and your ultimate return on investment. Thanks for your time, and if you would like to see any of these materials, we can provide samples. Please talk to your sales associate and they will get that information to you. Thank you very much.